We constantly hear you should never give up, and that's great advice as long as you have a good business idea. See, there's nothing wise or admirable about wasting your time, no matter how committed or motivated you might be. So let's just face it, not all ideas are good, right? I'm doing this video because one of the questions I was asked was, how do you know if it's a God-given business idea? Or how do you know if I need to start over again, if I'm not seeing progress? When is it time for me to quit on what I'm trying to do? Like, when is it time for me to throw in a towel? You see, it's not always easy to tell if a business idea is a good one, but there are some telltale signs that you're probably on the wrong track. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys 9 practical ways to know it's time to give up on your business idea. So here are some signs that you are pursuing the wrong business idea. So number 1 is you hate it. Being a successful entrepreneur takes a lot of time, especially at the beginning. So you're going to have a miserable time if you don't enjoy the business on some level. So let's say you have the idea of creating a daycare for children, but you can't stand children. You're not going to be happy. Another sign is there's no market for your business. So for example, there's no market for pet beavers. Even if you love beavers and have great animal management skills and can sell with the best of them, you're not going to create a successful business selling pet beavers. So the question you need to ask is, do people care about your product or service? Number 3, you can't handle the startup costs. Certain types of businesses are prohibitively expensive to start up. So for example, pharmaceuticals, automobile production, or even restaurants are a few examples. Few people have the means to even get started with ideas like these. So finding investors could be a major hurdle for most. Another thing to look out for is to see if you're experiencing any type of favor at all whatsoever. Now, I understand there will be battles and there will be challenges that you're facing, and there'll be trying times, especially when you start a business, but also see if there's any type of favor, with anything, whether it's resources, systems, or provision, any of that. If you're not seeing any type of progress or increase or wins at all whatsoever as you've been doing your business for years, then there might be some time to reconsider. Maybe this is not where God wants me to be. Maybe this is the time for me to pivot and change direction, because if you're constantly fighting, and you're not seeing any type of favor. Now, when I say favor, and I have to emphasize this is not just talking about money. I'm talking about, are you getting the resources you need? Are you getting systems you need? Are you able to make your ends meet? And if you're not even able to make your ends meet, are you able to sustain your business with whatever limited resources you have? Does that make sense? So those are the kind of things you got to look out for. Follow favor, because if the favor of God is upon you, upon your hand, doesn't matter what battles or challenges you face, you will overcome all of them. But if you are not overcoming anything, if the battles are getting larger and larger and larger, and it's not, it's just basically you don't have the energy to keep going, you don't have the faith to keep going, then that might be a sign that it's time for you to give up that idea. Another hint to say, hey, it's time for you to quit, is if you're starting to see that there's no way you can make this business profitable. I know this is a hard pill to swallow. I understand that, yes, in the beginning you are going to lose some money, but if you've already done everything you can, and you've tried the different technology, you've already spoke to wise counsel, you've tried to streamline things, and basically you've done everything you can to make this business profitable, and it's not profitable yet, that might be a time for you to start exploring other ways or maybe another idea to run that business, because you have to make money. If you're not making money, more than likely it's not a good idea. Because for example, for me, I had a lot of good business ideas, but it wasn't smart when it comes to finances. I was trading I wasn't getting enough in return more than I was putting out. So the point is, you want to be able to add value, but at the same time, you want to add value to yourself. So if you're not able to add value to yourself and all you're doing is giving, that might not be a profitable idea, because ultimately the Lord wants you to be debt free. The Lord wants you to be able to provide for your family. The Lord wants you to be able to expand His kingdom, expand His gospel. And unfortunately, that does take money, right? So you have to be smart and be a good steward of your resources. I'm talking about your gifts and talents. And if you're not doing something that isn't creating increase in your life, that might be a time for you to be like, okay, maybe this might be a ministry for me, but this is not my business, right? So what I mean by that is, yes, it's good to give, but there are times in our lives when it's time for us to build, right? So when you build something, it means that you're doing your best, right, to utilize your giftings to generate income for yourself and for your family, but ultimately to be a blessing. And if you can't even cover your bills, then you're not going to be able to be a blessing to others. So take that to heart. Another is your price point is too high for you to market. So for example, you might have the most ingenious idea for a new trash can for homeowners. However, if the trash can costs $2,700, you're going to be out of luck. People are only willing to spend a certain amount of money to find a solution. So you can't be outside that limit. Number 7, your business idea doesn't solve a problem. People spend money to solve problems. The problem might be a leaky faucet, the problem might be in need of entertainment, but there is a problem to be solved. So does anyone need what you want to sell? Another thing to look at is, are you experiencing peace? If you are not experiencing peace as you pursue, no matter what challenge, see, the thing, guys, is I faced a lot of challenges in my business, but I still had peace. So the moment you're seeing a lot of challenges, but you're not experiencing peace, that could be a sign that God is telling you, okay, this is not it. There's another way, there's a better way. So you need to ask the Lord, what is it that you're missing? What is it that that you're doing wrong? Whatever it is. So follow peace. And lastly, the market is saturated. You can't find a way to do it better or cheaper. This is not a good idea. If there's no room for your business, you're going to struggle. You need to ask yourself, how is your offering better than the rest, right? Remember that many of the most successful business people in the world have endured multiple business failures. While there are no guarantees that your business idea will or won't work, understand that there are certain characteristics that suggest your idea is a poor one. Well, I hope this video was helpful. For those who do not know me, my name is Edna. I am a growth strategist and a certified business executive and master mindset coach. My company is called Favoring Wealth, where I teach people how to do business and life God's way. Ultimately, my vision is to transform the marketplace for the better, one mind at a time. So if you're interested in more videos on how to improve your mindset, business, spirit, relationships, and finances, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let me know what problems you're facing and what you would like to know more about. And I would be glad to add more value that it's gonna produce videos that you guys would actually want to watch. So I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Until then, keep shining.